I feel passionate about public service, and especially for Scott County because our family is here. I wanted to make a difference in how we were growing. What county government did affected everyday people.
I'm Nicole, and I've been married to David for 20 years now. He is truly my best friend. When I'm having a bad day, he's what makes me feel better. He's just a great person, and he cares about his community, and he's very dedicated to the community.
I am Marin Livingston. I'm David Livingston's daughter. And one reason I think my dad would be a good candidate is the fact that he brings a lot of family focus to Scott County. He's all about pushing me to do my best and pushing me and my sisters to do our best. He is very supportive of all that we do and all that our mom does, especially when it comes to us in softball and taking us to tournaments. He's just always been there as a rock for us, and I know he'll do that for the rest of Scott County.
Hi, I'm Sam Murdoch. I've known David Livingston for 7 years. I think he'd be a great candidate, one, because of his involvement in the community, and two, because of his integrity and moral compass.
A lot of people wonder what Scott County Magistrates do, what the office consists of, who we represent, why it is in existence. And the answers to that are, it's in existence because of the state constitution. It is an office that is in that, and so we have it, just like we have a jailer, a judge executive, and a sheriff, and a county clerk. Our job as Scott County Magistrates are to manage the legislative and budgetary affairs of the county, similar to what a city council does for the city of Georgetown. We do it for Scott County. Other than budgetary and legislative, we also hire and terminate employees. We work through the contracts that interlocal agreements that we have with the city on different things, 911, EMS, and some other departments. I sit on our Georgetown, Scott County Friends of the Park Board, and those are just some of the extra things that I do in my other time outside of being a magistrate in the courtroom. Political parties often come into play in national politics and state politics. We have a little bit of a different feel for here in Scott County because local parties are important, but they're not the be-all, end-all. What's best for us on the fiscal court, and what I've tried to do the entire time, whether I'm working with a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, a libertarian, is to always work for the right thing. It's not about whether it's my party line or your party line, it's about what's best for Scott County. Some of the things going forward that we need to work on would be a wage and salary scale and new job descriptions that are more modern for our workforces we have in the county. And more requirements of physical ability to cut down on workplace injuries and to make sure that we're hiring the right staff. And so if we hire the right staff, we have less turnover, because if we can keep people long term, that means the county saves money, plus we have a safer community with the sheriff's department and the fire department and the EMS, because we want the best and brightest at the street level. With regards to the jail, there's been talk of a regional jail, a big jail, building a new jail. I don't know that we're looking for that. I'm not looking for a regional jail. What I'm looking for are solutions, which is why I have gone into other counties and met with county judges, met with their assistants, and talk about the programs and the initiatives that they're putting forward to deal with their overpopulation of their jails.
From what I've seen as the Scott County jailer, I see that a lot of our individuals that we house down here in the jail are in here because of drug-related issues. I think right now there are varying opinions on what the solution could be. I am not advocating for a regional jail. I'm advocating for solutions to the problem. And certainly I don't think any one person has the magic pill, the solution to the problem. So I can tell you, not only as the Scott County jailer, but as a 20-year plus law enforcement officer working the streets, that this drug epidemic hits all families. It hits your upper class, your middle class, your lower class families. It hits your intact families. It hits your broken homes, your broken families. And it's very indiscriminate with who it hits. It hits everybody. We all have an interest in trying to address this and trying to find a solution to this problem.
From a legislative standpoint, I've been very active in working with Frankfort and the legislators there to make sure that our county budgets, our county issues are heard and taken care of, and that they understand the local needs, not just the state needs. A great example of that is about 3 years ago when the road fund or gas tax was set to fall dramatically due to the wholesale price of gasoline decreasing. We had asked the Senate and the House to set the floor approximately 3 cents higher than what they were agreeing on. And if you look back now, had we done that, we possibly might not be looking at a 10-cent gas increase coming out of Frankfort. And so for me, looking ahead and determining what the best path is and what the most prosperous path is so that we continue on being able to measure in small increments and not having big wild swings is what we need to do.
Scott County is a vibrant and growing community that needs continued strong leadership over the next 4 years. That is exactly why I'm asking for your vote for Scott County Magistrate's 7th District.